It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a team ready to put on a show, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Polly.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got his man down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rushes on him. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Using his legs, it's Scott. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Sampson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so...
Turning on the Jets. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they...
Looking for the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Lopez wants to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his man. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Off-play action. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off-play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. There he goes to the right. Defense picks it up. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UNC! Defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. Crosses the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Scott. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Lopez to pass. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Looking to throw on third. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more.
It's a running room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Sampson. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They'll immediately call timeout.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Lopez wants to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Scott. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Sampson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Back to pass. Hauls it in. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab at the 10. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Scott. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss him. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
That's caught. It's Davis. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lopez to pass. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Scott. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. Wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. Make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride Davis here. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
1st and 10. Pulls it, fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Davis. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players
turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lopez to pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Judowski. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
With the catch, it's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And now this offense will take the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not... Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what,